Dogs may be our best friends, but that doesn't mean they love everything we do. In fact, some common human behaviors can make dogs feel anxious, uncomfortable, or even scared. Today, we're breaking down the top 10 things your dog absolutely hates and what you should do instead to keep your furry friend happy and stress-free. Number 10. Hugging too tightly. Many people think dogs love hugs, but the reality is that most dogs find tight hugs uncomfortable or even threatening. Unlike humans, dogs don't express affection by wrapping their arms around others. Why do they hate it? Hugging can restrict their movement, making them feel trapped. Some dogs see direct face-to-face contact as a challenge or threat. If they tolerate it, it's usually just for your sake, not because they enjoy it. Dogs communicate affection in their own way, wagging tails, licking, and leaning against you. When you hug a dog too tightly, they may feel like they're being restrained rather than comforted. Some dogs freeze when hugged, not because they're enjoying it, but because they feel uncomfortable and don't know how to react. What to do instead? Instead of hugging, show affection with gentle petting, belly rubs, or scratching behind the ears, which most dogs prefer. Pay attention to their body language. If they stiffen up or turn their head away, it's a sign they're not comfortable. Number 9. Constantly interrupting their sleep. Dogs sleep more than humans, typically 12–14 hours a day, and puppies or senior dogs need even more rest. Waking them up suddenly can cause stress or confusion, especially if they're in a deep sleep. Why do they hate it? Being startled awake triggers their fight or flight response. Interrupted sleep can make dogs irritable or anxious. Sleep is essential for their physical and mental well-being. Dogs have sleep cycles just like humans, and disrupting those cycles too often can lead to restlessness, mood swings, and even health problems. If your dog is sleeping, let them rest, especially if they're a growing puppy or a senior dog who needs extra recovery time. What to do instead? Let them wake up naturally whenever possible. If you must wake them, do it gently with soft speaking or light touches. Ensure they have a comfortable and quiet sleeping space away from distractions. Number 8. Using strong scents around them. Dogs have an incredible sense of smell, up to 100,000 times stronger than humans. That means strong perfumes, air fresheners, and cleaning products can be overwhelming or even painful for them. Why do they hate it? Strong scents can irritate their noses, making it hard for them to breathe comfortably. Some artificial fragrances contain chemicals that are harmful to dogs. Overpowering smells can disrupt their ability to recognize familiar scents, making them uneasy. Some of the worst scents for dogs include vinegar, citrus, ammonia, strong spices, and alcohol-based products. If you've ever noticed your dog sneezing or rubbing their nose after you've sprayed something in the air, it's because the scent is too overpowering. What to do instead? Avoid using strong artificial fragrances near your dog. If you need to use air fresheners, choose pet-safe, natural options. Never spray perfume or essential oils directly on your dog. Number 7. Staring directly into their eyes. While humans see eye contact as a way to build trust, dogs see prolonged eye contact as a sign of dominance or aggression. Even well-trained dogs can become uneasy or defensive if they feel challenged. Why do they hate it? In the animal world, direct staring is often a threat. Dogs may become nervous or feel the need to react aggressively. Some dogs will look away or lower their heads to avoid confrontation. What to do instead? If you want to bond with your dog, use soft eye contact combined with gentle words. Blinking slowly while looking at your dog can help them feel more comfortable and at ease. Instead of direct staring, focus on reading their body language to understand how they're feeling. Number 6. Loud noises and yelling. Dogs have highly sensitive hearing, so sudden loud noises like thunder, fireworks, or shouting can be terrifying. Yelling at your dog when they misbehave doesn't help. It only creates fear and confusion. Why do they hate it? Loud sounds trigger a stress response, causing anxiety or panic. Yelling can break the trust between you and your dog. Some dogs may become fearful and hide, while others react by barking or acting aggressively. What to do instead? Use a calm but firm voice when giving commands. If your dog is scared of loud noises, create a safe space where they can feel secure. Instead of yelling, redirect bad behavior with positive reinforcement techniques. Number 5. Dressing them in uncomfortable clothes. Sure, dogs look cute in outfits, but many of them hate wearing clothes, especially if they're too tight or restrict movement. Why do they hate it? Dogs rely on their fur to regulate their body temperature, and clothing can interfere with that. Some fabrics feel unnatural or irritating against their skin. If the outfit covers their ears or tail, it can prevent them from communicating properly. What to do instead? If you want to dress up your dog, choose lightweight, comfortable clothing that doesn't restrict movement. Pay attention to their body language. If they look uncomfortable, take it off. Some dogs tolerate sweaters in cold weather, but make sure they actually need it. Number 4. Not letting them sniff on walks. A dog's sense of smell is their way of exploring the world. When you rush them on walks and don't let them sniff around, it can be frustrating and mentally unstimulating. Why do they hate it? Smelling is how dogs gather information about their surroundings. A rushed walk without sniffing doesn't provide enough mental stimulation. Dogs use their noses to track scents, recognize territory, and process emotions. What to do instead? Allow your dog to stop and sniff during walks, even if it takes a bit longer. Try scent-based games at home to keep their mind active. Number 3. Leaving them alone for too long. Dogs are social animals and thrive on companionship. Being left alone for long periods can lead to separation anxiety, boredom, and destructive behavior. While some breeds are more independent, most dogs need regular interaction to feel safe and happy. Why do they hate it? Loneliness can cause stress and anxiety, leading to barking, chewing, or pacing. Some dogs develop depression-like symptoms if left alone too often. They don't understand why you're gone or when you'll be back, which creates uncertainty and fear. Many dogs left alone for extended periods develop behaviors like excessive barking, furniture destruction, or obsessive licking and chewing. They aren't doing it to be bad, they're just trying to cope with their stress. What to do instead? If you're away for long hours, consider a pet sitter, dog daycare, or interactive toys. Provide mental stimulation before you leave, like a long walk or puzzle feeder. Create a calm routine when you leave and return, so your dog doesn't associate it with anxiety. Number 2. Forcing them into unwanted social interactions. Not all dogs enjoy meeting new people or animals. Some may feel nervous, territorial, or just uninterested, and forcing them into social situations can be overwhelming. Just because your friend wants to pet your dog doesn't mean your dog wants to be petted. Why do they hate it? Not all dogs enjoy being petted by strangers. Some dogs need time to warm up to new environments or animals. Being forced into interaction can cause fear-based aggression or anxiety. For example, a dog that's scared of other dogs shouldn't be pushed into a crowded dog park. And a dog that's shy around strangers shouldn't be forced to be petted at a family gathering. What to do instead? Let your dog approach people and other animals on their own terms. Watch for signs of stress, like tail tucking, lip licking, or backing away, and respect their space. Train positive socialization experiences gradually and with patience. Number 1. Punishing them for natural behavior. Dogs bark, chew, dig, and sometimes have accidents in the house. These are natural dog behaviors, and punishing them harshly can cause fear and confusion. Instead of teaching them what to do, punishment often makes them more anxious and unsure of how to behave. Why do they hate it? Dogs don't understand punishment the same way humans do. Harsh discipline damages trust and can lead to anxiety. Negative reinforcement can make bad behavior worse instead of stopping it. For example, if a dog has an accident inside and you yell at them, they might not associate it with their mistake. Instead, they just learn to fear going to the bathroom in front of you. What to do instead? Redirect bad behavior with positive reinforcement training. Provide chew toys, potty training, and safe digging areas to prevent frustration. Reward good behavior instead of focusing only on mistakes. Dogs are incredibly loyal and loving, but they have their own needs and instincts. Understanding what makes them uncomfortable or stressed can help you build a stronger and healthier bond with your pet. Which of these things surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and if you want to see more tips on understanding your dog better, check out our next video. Don't forget to subscribe for more fun and helpful dog content.